You're not tired. You're standing at the exact point where you usually quit. And if you walk away again, it won't just cost you progress, it will quietly decide who you become. Stay with me, because what happens next matters more than you think. Most people don't fail because they lack discipline. They fail because they quit at the same moment every time. Not at the beginning, not when things are impossible. They quit when it starts to feel repetitive, unrewarding, invisible. This is the part no one talks about. The moment when effort no longer feels heroic, when progress isn't obvious, when motivation stops cooperating. You tell yourself a harmless lie, "I'll come back to this later." But later never comes. Not because you're lazy, because your brain is protecting you from discomfort by convincing you quitting is reasonable. That's the trap. And once you step into it enough times, it becomes identity. Meet Daniel. Daniel is 31, works a decent job, pays his bills, looks fine from the outside. But inside, there's a pattern he can't ignore. He starts things seriously: gym memberships, online courses, early mornings, personal projects. The first 2 weeks, he's locked in. Week 3, something shifts. Progress slows, excitement fades. The results he imagined don't show up fast enough. So he skips one day, then another. Eventually, he stops entirely. Not dramatically, quietly. And every time he tells himself the same thing: "I'll restart when I'm ready." Years pass like this. Daniel isn't failing loudly, he's quitting silently. And the worst part? Each quit makes the next one easier. The uncomfortable realization. Here's what Daniel didn't realize for a long time. Every time you quit, you teach your brain something. Not about the task, about you. You're not just stopping an activity, you're casting a vote for an identity. I'm the kind of person who stops when it gets uncomfortable. I'm the kind of person who doesn't finish. I'm the kind of person who always starts over. That identity doesn't form overnight. It forms quietly, repeatedly. And once it's formed, motivation doesn't stand a chance. Daniel's shift didn't come from a book or a podcast or a motivational speech. It came from a moment of honesty. He wrote down everything he had quit in the last 5 years. The list was longer than he expected. Then he noticed something disturbing. He didn't quit because things were impossible. He quit when things became ordinary. No dopamine, no praise, no visible payoff. That's when it hit him. Quitting wasn't a decision, it was a reflex. So he changed the goal. Not to succeed, not to improve, but to not quit. That was it. He decided the win was showing up, especially when it felt pointless. Why this feels wrong. This is where most people lose interest, because this system feels boring, uninspiring, almost too simple. There's no excitement in saying, "I will do this even when nothing happens." Your brain hates that. It wants novelty, validation, a reason. But discipline doesn't grow from reasons. It grows from repetition without reward. Daniel didn't try to feel motivated. He didn't optimize. He showed up badly, quietly, daily. And that's when things got uncomfortable. The resistance didn't disappear. In fact, it got louder. Every morning came with the same question: what's the point? No one noticed his effort. Results were slow. Some days felt like regression. Old habits pulled at him. Old excuses sounded convincing. This isn't working. You've done enough. Missing one day won't matter. But this time, he noticed something. The voice that wanted him to quit wasn't logical. It was familiar. It sounded like every past version of himself. And for the first time, he didn't argue with it. He acted anyway. The shift no one sees. After a few weeks, something subtle changed, not externally, internally. The negotiation stopped. Not because it got easier, but because quitting no longer felt like an option. He wasn't disciplined because he felt strong. He felt strong because he didn't quit. That's the order most people get wrong. Confidence didn't come first, self-trust did. And self-trust only comes from keeping promises, especially the small, boring ones. Transformation. Months later, Daniel didn't look like a different person, but he moved differently. He didn't overthink starting. He didn't wait for the right mood. He had proof, not motivation, evidence. Evidence that he shows up even when it's uncomfortable, even when it's dull, even when no one's watching. That identity changed everything. Consistency stopped feeling heroic. It felt normal. And quitting? Quitting started to feel unnatural. Why this time matters. Here's the part you need to hear clearly. This time isn't important because the goal is bigger or because the timing is perfect. This time matters because you're aware. You know your pattern now. You know exactly when quitting shows up. You recognize the moment. That moment is a fork in the road. Not between success and failure, between reinforcing the same identity or breaking it. If you want to apply this, don't complicate it. Do this instead. First, choose one thing you usually quit, not 10, one. Second, remove the expectation of progress. Your only rule is continuation. Third, decide in advance what quitting looks like and refuse to do it. Not forever, just today. Then tomorrow, repeat. Not with emotion, with indifference. You're not proving strength, you're proving reliability. That's how identity changes. Right now, you're closer to quitting than you realize. Not because you're weak, but because this is the exact moment you always leave. So here's the question. No motivation, no hype. When this gets boring, when no one notices, when the results are invisible, will you quit again? Or will you stay long enough to become someone different? That answer won't come from thinking. It will come from what you do next. And whatever you choose, that's who you're becoming.